it's Nina.
And Ashley, back with the bullshit.
And this is the Young and Gettin It Podcast. Just so you know, you can find us on Apple Podcasts. Just search Young and Gettin It Podcast. There's no G at the end of Gettin. Please subscribe, rate, and review. We're also on SoundCloud.com/WeAreYAGIP as my dog chews on his bone.
Dude, I'm taking it.
Yeah, let's take the bone. Let's take the bone. We're going to take the bone. This is not dog abuse, you guys. We need you guys to not hear him chewing on that bone because he loves his bone.
He's doing a lot.
And I actually bought these bones so he can leave me the fuck alone. So it's my fault. SoundCloud.com/WeAreYAGIP. You're going to follow us on there and comment on there. And thank you for all the follows and comments so far. We're also on YouTube.com. Just search Young and Gettin It Podcast. Please subscribe, comment on there. And thank you for all the comments that roll in all the time. Let's get our presents up. So watch the videos. Watch us Breakfast Club style.
I seen the views coming in for the videos. I watched them. Yeah.
Hey Frank, one of them is someone I met in Atlanta that that builds apps from scratch.
Hey, holla at me.
Yeah.
You can also find us on Instagram at YAGI_podcast, or you could go to our website, which is www.weareyagip.com. And then to join the conversation, hit us up in our email, Ashleyandninapod@gmail.com, or text us or call and leave a voicemail on our Google Voice number, which is 323-486-3811.
Yes. Back to the bullshit. Okay. His name is not Frank, it's Kevin. And I knew I said the wrong name. Is that disrespectful?
I mean,
I corrected myself.
Yeah.
Life happens. Anyway, so
there's a lot of names, you know.
Yeah, you know. So did you hear about Jay-Z? You know,
that's what I was literally just reading on because I was trying to see what the deal entail exactly.
Okay.
And reading over it, I don't know if they're being biased to not be on Jay-Z's side, because they're pulling up these receipts and I'm like, damn, how he told Jermaine Dupri not to take a deal, how didn't he tell, and then he told artists not to perform at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and he put it in his song.
Yeah.
I told the NFL, you don't need me. I mean, you need me. I don't need you. Some.
But look at how the tables have turned.
But it's
Put your foot in your mouth, bro.
Now you're making the choices on the performers for the show that you told people not to perform for. So I see both sides. I see the side, I see that side, which is Jay-Z, you told us not to fuck with him, and then you fucked with him for the right check.
Yeah. And then he's saying that, he's doing it so that they could promote change, I guess.
No, that's the other side.
Yeah. So people are saying how are you going to promote change? And I saw something, I don't remember what website it was on, how there's going to be a podcast specifically for the issues in the NFL. And that's why I was trying to find it again. I'm not finding it.
If it's backed by Jay-Z, it will actually get listens.
Right. I watched it on somebody's story and I was reading it and I was like, oh, it was on Prince's story. Somebody I met in Detroit who was Lazak's friend while I was training for my job. Yeah. And he was saying this deal is bullshit. Cause he's like, how is it going to be helpful? It's he said, he compared it to how the mass general population didn't care about the reason why Black people were protesting. They were just more so mad that they were ruining the game because they were making it into political activism instead of letting them enjoy their American football game or whatever. But yeah, so I was reading about that, and then how if the people are already closed-minded to the idea of people kneeling in protest of police brutality against African American people, what makes you think they're gonna go out their way to go listen to some extra resource about how to fix the problem?
Yeah. And it's see, I've seen that side where people are genuinely not okay with it.
They're so pissed.
But then I see the other side where Colin Kaepernick, people are getting mad because they're Colin Kaepernick hasn't gotten a job yet. And so, but Jay-Z said the whole protest at the beginning wasn't to keep a job.
No.
You're going to lose your job in the process of protesting sometimes.
True. That probably is the harsh reality.
Yeah, but he was all the reason why he kneeled was to bring eyes to this specific issue. He's him doing that has allowed me to now come in, and now I'm actually in the room. And I'm he didn't say those exact words, but I get where it's There is no one else in the room as powerful as Jay-Z. Yeah. We finally have someone, and he was repping Kaepernick. He was repping Kaepernick, and so he was repping everything that Kaepernick believed. He believed the same thing, and it's like, we had to get in the room to make these changes happen. True. So like, even like if that podcast it really is happening, it's like, it will get a lot of listens because of who's backing it. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. It's like two of the most famous people.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, everybody knows who Beyonce and Jay-Z are.
No matter where you are.
Like,
Africa.
Everybody knows.
Random. Yeah.
So I get that side too, where it's like, yeah, my foot is in the door now. And so like, but the fact that Jay-Z is going to be part owner of a team, mm-hmm. that means like, will that help influence Kaepernick's chances of getting a job? Like, because owners in some part have some part of like of a say of who's on their team.
Yeah, that's gonna be the not funny thing, because I heard Kaepernick. I heard Kaepernick. I'm like, I don't know why I think his name is Caper. Oh, because of capers. I think. I don't know if he was like that great. People say they like him, but I was like, I don't know if he was a great football player.
I don't know about any of his history.
So all they can do is just like block him out by having a whole bunch of people that are better than him, so he doesn't make the team.
And like, this nigga ain't been playing for years. Like, you really think he's about to come back and kill it?
Fuck. Yeah, he might be rusty as hell.
And maybe like, God works in mysterious ways. Maybe his calling was to go be an activist, because that's really what he's been doing.
I feel that way, because they also keep saying, like, the media words it, Kaepernick doesn't have a job, and I'm like, that's not true. This nigga probably has 6 and one used to be football, but the other 5, mm-hmm. one is probably activism, one's probably like something black, you know, like
how long was he in the NFL before he quit?
I wonder.
That's what I need to see.
He's slightly youthful. And Nessa, she has her man's back. Ness Nitty, if you ever follow her, she don't play. But yeah, I see both sides. I definitely see both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I see both sides too. And like, sadly enough, like, I'm not about to do anything about it, so I don't care that much. Right. Like, at the end of the day, like,
you sound like ASAP.
It's an issue. I know, but it's just like, I know I'm not gonna be an activist. Like,
I know I can't do anything, so what I'm gonna do is support black business.
Exactly, and that's what I do every day.
Right.
I make a way for us. Like, I was just wearing something from a black business. Like, I'm always supporting.
Right, always.
But when it comes to like being an activist, I don't know how to do that. Maybe I should learn.
I mean, podcasting might be part of it. We might just be putting it in a couple people's heads to where
this
they
is
care
actually
just a
the
little bit
easiest form of activism right here. Because we do talk about race issues a lot.
Yeah, and it's like, we're also saying that we only know as far as we know. We're not lying and being like, oh, well,
that's like,
you know,
I'm
like,
not saying it to be an asshole, like, oh no, you deserve this, like ASAP Rocky. It's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't really have time to learn. So I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do anything. Right. And say that I'm gonna be super upset about an issue that like I don't know a whole lot about.
All I say is like, when I'm like exactly that, I hope it all works out. I really am praying on it. You know, like I am.
Like, all the good faith for that.
Good energy, all that way.
Can't do anything for y'all.
I think Jay-Z and Beyonce are strong enough and they're black enough to understand what needs to be done.
Yeah, and Beyonce did an NFL performance and was black as fuck. She's black as fuck wherever she goes. She went to Coachella and was black as fuck. So you really think like Jay-Z gonna go in there and be like Uncle Tom?
She's like obnoxiously black as fuck, and like in the best way, you know. Like, I'm like, Beyonce won't forget. Like, she won't forget shit. Like, they got us. It's just, you got to see what happens.
Yeah, just like have some faith, guys. Like,
and this is just to get black people not shot, black people out of jail. Like, oh my God, I really hope Bernie wins. Like,
I still haven't been paying attention.
I haven't done my full studies. I didn't even watch the debate, but I mean, these are things I can pull up later too.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's a circus because there's so many and Democrats. It's just like, I'm gonna wait until it's narrowed down a little bit and then I'll start paying attention.
This is called the primaries, right?
I believe so. Yeah, because it's a whole year ahead.
Yeah, and then the fact that Donald Trump's running again, it's like, fuck. And his popular vote is at like 41%. I think it said something like that. Like, he's actually not doing terrible, because the same people, now that they see that he can win, they're gonna try to be like, let's do it again because we know he can win again. So now, like, black people, there's a ton of people that just didn't vote, especially, and this is why people don't vote. What's happening right now? But right now, all this hubbub and all this trash and people saying, oh, I'm going to cancel all your debt and I'm going to wipe out all this and I'm going to, we know that people are lying because so much is going on. We're like, oh, you're not even.
So I feel like people probably think now that they can lie about whatever. Yes. Just to get into office. Yes. Because it's like Donald Trump did that. Yeah. Like, he literally just told all these lies, upset all these people, until after the fact that he got elected because he didn't do none of that shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's hard to say right now, but I think like your best option is to go with somebody that actually has a political history this time, because Donald Trump, he didn't have any. He's like our second president that hasn't had any political history. It's
fucking ridiculous. Oh, side note, the NYPD officer responsible for Eric Garner's death got finally fired.
And that was in 2014?
Man,
when
so
he did
long
it.
ago, yeah.
And it took them 5 years?
Causing his death because of an illegal chokehold.
Was he on paid leave during these 5 years?
He's been part of the NYPD since 2006 and was suspended as soon as the departmental verdict was reached.
Do you get suspended?
He was on desk duty. So he was paid the whole time.
Yeah, that's not a consequence.
He was fired now, but since 2014, which was 5 years ago.
So he was able to continue to live his motherfucking life. AKA the reason why Colin Kaepernick was protesting.
Right.
This is it. That's it.
Finally fired. And he's like the first. I remember the other white lady who got fired, but I'm like, that shit ain't often.
No.
So it's fantastic. But that was basically
Jesus Christ. What
did you have any other pop culture?
I'm trying to think because I did, and I think it's escaping my brain. Let me look through my articles. Oh, the Epstein guy.
Oh yeah,
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah,
he fucking killed himself apparently. Allegedly. So he was on suicide watch the week prior. And then the next week he kills himself. And then the guard wasn't a regular guard. He was just covering. It's just too many things that are pretty ironic. Like, how do you get off a suicide watch that fast?
We know guards are full of shit. Remember on When They See Us when the guard let the prisoners stab this nigga?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, I mean, it's been out for a minute now.
Yes,
so
I know, you know
man, no, nigga, you should have finished that. That remember that boy that I told you? It's so crazy that people will not finish that. Why won't people finish it? Why won't people finish it? It's not like that. Okay, it did make me want to cry. What am I talking about?
Yeah, I don't like shit. Do that.
Oh my God, but it was like you have to see what happened to these boys.
I mean, I could read a short little summary.
Oh my God. Okay, so the scene, it's been out forever, so I'm totally going to spoil it. Do you remember the guy I told you that he's the main one that I feel so sorry for?
The one who just went to support his friend.
Right, and now he's like a grown ass, kind of attractive male because he has light eyes and he's sexy. So I'm sure he's getting all the hoes. I'm sure he's getting all the hoes. And so the guy who played him or whatever, he was the main one who was just out to get some chicken with his girlfriend. He really was out with his girlfriend to get chicken. No. And then when his friends hit the window, oh, come with us. And she's like, no, don't go. And he's like, baby, I'll be right back. This nigga got the worst. This nigga wasn't even there when the crime happened. He wasn't there when because it was called wildin'.
Yeah.
He wasn't even there when they were wildin'. He was there at the aftermath when they're all just oh, so it's and then he got the worst, longest sentence, 13 years. He didn't even do anything. And then it's obviously no one was educated. So he was the main one on video who they convinced to tell a full story that didn't happen.
I hate watching that shit.
Oh my God. It was sad because I need to see the real one because I saw a clip of it and I was like, oh, they do have a real one. So he basically, the actor reenacted, he watched the video and just redid the video. And I was like, oh no. Because in the video, in him confessing, he's like, and I went to no, because I went there. Yeah. And then yes. And then we did it. And I did rape her. And I know it was wrong. And I'll never do it again. He finishes like that. And he's like, yeah. He's fully just trying to they're if you just tell the story, we'll let you go. He ends up getting 13 years.
That's so sad. How people don't know. If you go to the police and they're questioning you about a crime, and you just speak and make up some shit, they're gonna charge you. And the thing is, they don't even care about how much evidence is behind it, because I watched that confession tapes on Netflix, and they have multiple instances where officers interrogate people for a really long time until the person's delirious and really tired, and then they feed them a story and basically get the person to repeat it back to them, and that's when they'll start recording, is when the person's telling the story back to them that they made them remember over the course of that 24 hours. Because at first the person's adamantly denying it, and then you could tell they get tired and they're like, well, you know what, I did it. And then they're like, okay, well, how'd you do it? And then they'll tell them, oh yeah, well, I shot her. Well, she was stabbed. Oh yeah, that's right, I did stab her. I got a knife and I stabbed her. And they're like, oh, where did you get the knife from? Did you get it from the kitchen? Yeah, from the kitchen. Like, it'll really go like that. And it's so sad. Like, there was like a whole psychology. I need to find out what it's called. A whole psychology based on like why that works. And like, it's basically illegal. Like, they're not supposed to be able to do it. And yet they still get people like that. And it was really sad.
And then the COs, because we were talking about the prisons are fucked up. The COs, he was alone and he saw 2 prisoners. Everyone was attacking him because he raped someone. Like, they hate rapists, even though he never did it. And so he saw 2 guys and he was like, he just started screaming because he was like, something bad is about to happen to me, which I would have been scared too because it was 2 huge dudes. And he was just like, CO. And then like the CO comes and like he puts his fingers through the like gate and they're pulling him and the CO pries his fingers off. Like, he literally pries it, like letting the prisoners take him, and then he ends up getting stabbed. And I'm like, this is a boy who didn't even do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he just lived a horrible.
If you think about it, prison's probably like really like that.
It is.
Like, that's a horrible place.
The COs are fucked up. Even the last season of Orange is the New Black is just like the COs are just fucked up because they're not getting paid enough for the amount of hours they're doing. Plus, they're dealing with shitty people, and so they do crime. Like, it's just so normal. Unfortunately, it's so normal for COs to just be like, oh, what do you need? 10 and give me money. And they have cash in prison when they shouldn't have cash either. Like,
cash and cell phones.
Yeah, right. Like, niggas have it easily. It's ridiculous.
Wait, did you send me that video of the 2 guys in jail? And he had made him like a birthday cake.
Yeah, and he's like, oh man, that's really nice. You didn't need to do that.
That nigga had a cell phone in jail. Like,
everybody has a cell phone in jail.
That's just ridiculous.
People's families will buy them a cell phone just so they could talk to, like, the kids could talk to the mom more. Like,
I mean, honestly, that's better than back in the day because I guess the parents still gets to be there. But
I mean, now niggas have iPads and iPods and TVs and fucking
living life. Yeah. But because it's so like tricky because it's like prison is supposed to be rehabilitation, but then we get mad when prisoners have access to shit like that they can get outside of jail.
But it's like they're not rehabbing them. Prison is literally just like play. It's like
you're
recess
here with your own kind for like a long time.
It's just recess and then being in your room. Yeah. There's no like you have to choose to go to class.
There's probably that prisoner who be calling us like, nah, bitch, this ain't no recess. I know. Probably mad as fuck.
I'm not trying to make no prisoners mad. Don't hurt me. But it's like, no, it's like my idea of prison is it's just a mandatory school. But obviously, if you want to get wild, they'll get wild with you. You know, like
they just like, put you in the corner, like a room that's a whole corner.
And they'll put you in the little strap thing that you can't move. But they keep you in class and you're just in the back. Your face is locked up, like the one where your entire body can't move. It's like you were being bad.
That's the one they use when people be spitting.
Right. They put oh my God.
And then they
put the bag over their head.
No, they'll put the mask so that when they spit, it goes back on them.
Yeah, that's so fucking nasty.
I mean, you're nasty for spitting on someone.
Right.
Right. I mean, I get it because it's an officer, but
it's
come
the
on
most
now.
Disrespectful. That's how prison should be. It should be just like a school. It should just be a school. Everyone just learn a trade.
You know, some niggas never want to learn, so it's probably like a school.
Hate school. Some niggas. Wait, that does make it just like a school because some niggas don't want to learn. Some niggas hate school so much that they don't even try.
As fuck. Have you not heard of the school to prison pipeline? Because they say school gets you ready for prison.
Well,
it's related, bitch.
But wasn't the prison for the people who didn't want school? Like,
no, they're saying school in general gets you ready for prison. Let me find it.
Oh, right. We watched a whole movie about that shit in school. And it's just because you're just caged in having to be controlled by someone who doesn't give a fuck about you all day. Teachers don't give a shit about us. That's why we finesse teachers, because y'all be finessing us.
Let me find this real quick, and then we can go to...
Okay,
so... Whoa, never mind.
That picture is sad. That boy, like, you guys, literally, he's like this.
I need to take a screenshot of this shit. This boy got a big-ass head.
He's so sad. Nigga's depressed.
Okay, so maybe I was a little bit wrong. So in the United States, the school-to-prison pipeline, also known as the school-to-prison link or the schoolhouse-to-jailhouse track, is the disproportionate tendency of minors and young adults from disadvantaged backgrounds to become incarcerated because of increasingly harsh school and municipal policies.
State.
Kind of same shit.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Yep.
Black and Mexican.
Yep.
that makes
exactly
sense.
What it is.
You guys don't give a fuck, so you don't prepare these people to not go to prison.
I'm about to read some facts real quick.
That shit's really fucked up.
Oh, what the fuck?
That shit.
Okay. Zero tolerance discipline has resulted in black students facing disproportionately harsher punishment than white students in public schools. Mm-hmm. So public school enrollment, oh my God, 51% of white people, 16% of black people, multiple suspensions. Oh my God, 31% for white people, 42% for black kids.
Yeah, that's how they treated us in school. I remember that when I would get in trouble, I'd be like, white people will do the same exact thing and they'll get a warning, and I'll do something and get sent to the office. And
they're three times more likely to get suspended or expelled than white students.
Yeah, they treat us like fucking animals. Whereas white people, they're like, oh, you made a mistake.
Oh, that's sad. Students suspended or expelled for a discretionary violation are nearly 3 times more likely to be in contact with juvenile justice system the following year.
Jesus.
Aww.
Yeah, I know a couple bitches in prison now.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
Good time for a commercial?
Yeah. Hey guys, interrupting the conversation very quickly to bring you the Black Business of the Week. And this week we have Kiddie Kredit. And so let me tell you where you guys can find them. So on Instagram, you can find them at K is in Kit Kat bar, Kiddie Kredit. So Kredit spelled with the K as well. And let me spell it for you. KIDDIE KREDIT. And their website is also www.kiddiekredit.com. So this is an application that teaches financial literacy to little kids. And so the way it works is that Kiddie Academy is an app designed to teach families the importance of financial literacy. As a mobile chore tracking platform, tongue twister, that assigns credit value based on the number of chores your child performs, it is the best way to empower families with life skills. If your child does all of their chores well and on time, they're awarded a credit score. This rewards process is effective because it teaches children how credit works in real time. So I thought that this app was pretty cool because it is really a way to teach kids the value of things.
Yeah.
And it shows them that there's a reward related to how well that they're doing something and if they're doing it in a timely manner. So,
that's like real life.
Yeah, and financial literacy is important amongst us black children and black families because we don't really learn it a lot. And so that's also what the owner of Kiddie Kredit noticed, and so he wanted to help teach that to little kids so that they would know it and become better adults.
Yeah.
So if you want to check them out, you can find them on Instagram at Kiddie Kredit with K's for both first letters of both words. I'll spell it again, KIDDIE KREDIT, or you could go on their website, which is kiddiekredit.com. And so check them out if you can, and it's a wonderful app, also available in the App Store on iTunes, for Apple, and in the Google Play Store. So yeah. All right.
We'll have that stuff in the description.
Yes, we will. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Hey guys, welcome back. So this week for our Each One Teach One, I haven't been sleeping well. So of course, you get on the nets and you start looking up shit. So I was looking up reasons why you can't sleep well and what could be the cause of it. And one cause that I found that is probably very likely is blue light. Mm-hmm. Because I'm on a computer all day. I'm on my fucking phone all day. So, both those things can affect your sleep. So I was looking it up and seeing what it is about blue light. And so apparently blue light is, where is it? Blue light at night does so more powerfully of suppressing your secretion of melatonin in comparison to other levels of light. So Harvard did a study where they had people have exposure to blue light for 6.5 hours and exposure to green light of comparable brightness. And the blue light suppressed melatonin for about twice as long as the green light and shifted certain circadian rhythms by twice as much, 3 hours versus 1.5 hours. So your circadian rhythm is basically your body's 24-hour clock, and it basically tells your body your sleep-wake cycle. So when to wake up, when to go to sleep, when to wake up, when to go to sleep. So if your circadian rhythm is off, you could be falling asleep at the wrong times and awaking at the wrong times. Mm-hmm. Something that's, been happening. So I was looking that up, and I was like, honestly, it probably is the blue light. And a super long time ago, I was like, oh, I need to get computer glasses, and I never got them. So I'm like, I honestly need to get them, because in this study by Harvard, they said the way to protect yourself from seeing too much blue light is you could, of course, turn on night mode. I know, like, your phone has that. Phone has it. Your computer has it. So all screens have it.
I never think about it.
Yeah.
Where is it on Mac?
It's probably in the settings. I could look it up.
Yeah, I have to look that up, because I never think about that one, and I never turn that on. I'm going to start doing that, or have it automatically do it, because I always have my phone do it at 8 p.m. when the sun is always, like, starting to set. Or set at that point, depending on the time of year. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah,
and
blue light.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And then another thing is to use dim red lights for night lights. Red light is has the least power to shift the circadian rhythm and suppress melatonin. And so, I forgot to say, melatonin is what helps you go to sleep and stay asleep.
Right.
So once, like, your eyes experience darkness, so once you close and you're not getting any more light into your eye, your body starts producing melatonin for the most part. But you produce more melatonin at certain times due to your circadian rhythm. Like your brain literally tells you, okay, it's time to start winding down, time to start going to sleep. That's also like it's another good reason to have a schedule. I don't have that.
I was just telling myself today that I need to take it seriously and give myself a structure, because when you don't have a structure, I mean, it's fun. It's like, oh my God, I'm an adult and I do whatever I want. But it's like, no, having a structure will actually make you healthier, you know? So you do need structure. It doesn't make you a child to have a structure.
It's so much better for you.
Yeah.
You would be so much more productive if you had like a schedule.
Yep.
This white bitch looking for a new job.
Right. I'm looking to not work for nobody very soon.
Right, exactly.
Because I'm sick of all these hoes.
Okay. Avoid looking at bright screens beginning 2 to 3 hours before bed. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of is, kind of isn't.
Yeah, that's why you have to use that dark feature. So it's like put the dark feature on the computer, on the phone, and they need to put that on televisions. Or I can buy a screen that just falls.
And I also just need to do something else besides be on my phone. But it's like when I'm on my phone, I'm usually like looking at something.
Working.
Yeah, like I'm like figuring something out.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm on my phone wasting time.
I don't use my computer. So it's like all I use my computer for is work. So it's like if it's open, my phone is like work and Instagram, because a phone is very similar to a computer nowadays. So it's like that's why I was like, okay, how do we figure out a TV? Because that is the only thing I'll have on late at night. But I'm like, how the fuck all you can do is lower the light, but it's still blue. So I don't know.
The next tip may help.
Okay.
You'll look real stupid, but if you work a night shift or use a lot of electronic devices at night, consider wearing blue blocking glasses or installing an app that filters blue-green wavelength at night. Oh, so blue-green is bad, not just blue.
Oh, wow.
Okay, wow. More you know. Expose yourself to lots of bright light during the day, which will boost your ability to sleep at night, as well as your mood and alertness during daylight. See, I only could change that so much, but we're working on it. Once I get this new job, though.
I really like the lighting. I like the lighting in my apartment because the sun isn't ever in my apartment. And I actually don't like that. But then there's a lack of light. And so it's like I still open the windows and turn on the lights and light a candle, because I always try to I just like different light, any source of light. It's like I have to force myself to get sources of light because of that. But it does help a lot.
So getting the bright light during the day is a good thing, and thankfully it's summertime right now, so it's really fucking bright.
Yeah, it's really bright.
So that's a good thing.
We live in California; it's always bright.
Yeah.
In the winter, for like 5 days, it's actually dark,
like miserable,
and you get no light, and the sky is gray. I love that weather. Oh my God.
I mean, I like it to a certain extent, and then I get tired of it. I'm just like, okay.
I love the gray, dark clouds like blocking the entire sky, and like it looking like it's about to rain, but it's not, and then like the light windiness and like possible rain. I
like when it's raining, but when I'm inside, like when I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, being in it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
The only reason I'll like being in it is for the same reason I like it. So it's like I'm being a bum in my house all day, and I'm running outside to get some so I can continue being a bum in my house. Like, let's get snacks. Let's get back when we used to get it wasn't Netflix, but it used to be Redbox. Yeah. I don't really get Redbox anymore because I can find it somewhere else. But it's like back when run to get Redbox, run to get some ice cream so you can watch movies and cuddle in cuddle weather. Yeah, I like that weather.
It just feels so good being at home during those months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, guys. So if you're having sleeping issues, there's a whole other slew of other things. And then I also saw on the news that like they just found a link between people that nap during the day and like Alzheimer's. I'm like, is there ever gonna stop being links between it? Yeah, apparently before right. I'd be taking one like almost every day.
Right, I'd be trying.
But it's because like the disruption of your REM sleep, like if you take too long of a nap, and then they noticed that like people that do have a form of like Alzheimer's or dementia, that their one specific part of their brain shrunk so much more than other people's, and there was a correlation between them taking a lot of naps before the onset of the memory disorder. Oh, wow. But it's just like that's the crazy thing, because when you sleep, that's when when you remember a lot of the things that you took in during the day. So it's just like, how is there?
We're probably disrupting it by taking a nap and getting
probably
up
like
so fast.
Taking your USB out
without,
before it's done,
and
then corrupting the file. Maybe.
Wow.
I mean, because our brains are computers essentially.
I wonder if that link will be debunked in the future, since links always like the link between vaccinations and autism. It was debunked. There's no link.
And people still don't believe it.
Yeah, no, I had a friend just say like, half of my kids are have their immunizations and I'm not going to vaccinate the other. And I really stopped and was like, you need to vaccinate all of your children.
Measles is like at an all-time high right now.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't want your kids to catch diseases or increase their chances of cancer.
People aren't getting MMR and like measles, mumps, rubella, and like measles is on the rise right now. So
I got my shots. I ain't getting shit.
Me too, and I'm almost due for a flu shot, and best believe I will be getting it.
She just asked me today, and I was like, no, thank you. I'm gonna go back later.
I wait till it's like right about to expire.
Right,
like mine is close.
I just be feeling like I'm getting a flu shot every 6 months.
Yep.
What is happening?
That's how you're older now. You know, the world speeds by.
I just got a shot. I just got so many shots. And that's why I said no, not because I'm not going to get it. I'm definitely going to get it before mine expires, but because I'm sick of getting so many shots. And I know that my shit hasn't expired yet. And I'm like, I'm getting a flu shot every 6 months at this point. I'm almost positive.
I feel like they say it's like during flu season, but I'm like, is flu season coming twice? Because I feel like I'm getting this shit a lot.
I just got my flu season shot like in February. And this is August. It's only been 6 months. Like, it really hasn't been any time. It was this year.
But as long as I don't get it, I'm cool.
Right. I haven't had the flu in so many years, and it fucks with my asthma so bad. I didn't have the flu
last year, but I had some shit from Colombia because the bitch was about to die.
Yeah.
Because I was real fucking sick.
Or the yearly Coachella coughs.
Oh, and that's why I'm not going.
But yeah. Good time for a look at God. I'm always grateful, first of all. I don't have a huge crazy look at God, but my look at God was that since we are taping this on a Monday, yesterday the area that I live in had a blackout, and it's always the same area. It affects like 1,200 people or something like that. So it's like everyone doesn't have power. But I live next to one of my jobs. So my GM had to call me from her cell phone to be like, don't come to work. There's no power, which just automatically like bloop gave me a day off that I wasn't expecting to have a day off. And I never have the time to like, whenever I have a day off, I always plan to work on work stuff. And so I don't make plans to like, let me go somewhere super far. So it's like, I never go to LA. So I like hopped up, went to LA, went to Brunch 2 Bomb again. It was cool. It was fun. Also made me realize like, oh, you're growing out of partying with people your age. And it's like, the funny thing is the girl I went with, she's younger than me, but she also dates much older. Like, and so we were both there like, we don't actually belong here. Like, we don't find anyone here attractive. And it's a room with like thousands of people. And we're just like, not a single one. So the look at God with that is like kind of figuring out my scene where I like to hang out. The lounges, like there is lounges that I love and the crowd is older. So it's just showing me that if I want to go out and have fun, I should go to places where it's like my type of crowd, so I can actually have my type of fun. And it's always an older crowd. So, but yeah, had the whole day off and then just hung out with friends and chilled, which was cool. I mean, the power did turn on before midnight, like they told us it wouldn't turn on till midnight, and it went out at 6 a.m. Like I woke up to the power being out. And so I was just like, that was nice. I woke up to being like, gonna hang out with my friend with no power. Like, oh, let's have a power outage day, you know, whatever. And the power cut on. So that was nice, you know. I was like, cool. So now we can watch TV and do bullshit. So that's my look at God. Nice little free day there. Boop. God's good all the time. God's good.
Amen. My lucky God is I went to a lit ass wedding over the weekend. That shit was so cool. I just like weddings, you know, and then like I can kind of start planning mine now. So it's just like I did get some ideas. You know, it was beautiful, beautiful. And then I got to actually sew something this weekend. So I found this thing online. I'm gonna show you after because I still didn't show you. Oh, yeah. I like found this little tutorial online to like make a bag. I don't know what it's called. I keep calling it a chest bag. That sounds so lame, but when you look it up online, that's literally what comes up. Chest bag. But there's another name. It's like a rig, like a camera rig or some shit. I don't know. But I made one. I followed this tutorial that this guy put online, and then he sold the pattern for it. So like you could cut the fabric out like in the shapes that you need to cut it. So and then he only sold it for $2.99. And if you sew, you know, patterns sometimes can be like $8 for like a piece of paper that tells you how to cut something out. Yeah. But it's because the measurements are annoying. So I made the bag, and my sewing machine broke, so I'm not all the way completely finished with it. Like I was putting the finishing touches on it. Like I was putting something on the seams so they don't fray. But it looks bomb, you guys. And this is like my first thing that like I've actually like really sewn besides this dress that I showed Nina and Dion. Like that dress was like to practice. This was to practice too, but like this came out really bomb. And then
it's time to start making my clothes.
I'm buying patterns too, and they have a pattern at Walmart for a skirt because I know you said you wanted one. I really so they had it. I almost bought it, but I was like, bitch, you don't need to be spending money. Yeah. So I didn't.
And for my height, it's so hard to find skirts for my height.
I mean, exactly, I can make it however long
right.
you want it.
It's like finally down my leg. It's not. I'm not having like coochie cutters just because I'm tall.
Yep. And so yeah, my sewing machine broke. I didn't get to finish it, but I mean, it's okay. And then I ordered some more stuff because I want to make like some leather goods as well, but you have to have like special sewing tools to sew leather. So I ordered those. They're on the way. And then, so I guess like my look at God is like I could finally like do my hobbies again and like find stuff that I like. Cause like for the longest time I wasn't able to do this, and that was frustrating.
You might be the next Minogu Designs and don't even know it.
Right. And the thing is, I used to like sketch designs of lingerie in high school, and like I'm like, bitch.
And now you can really buy some lace. Oh my God, what if you're like oh my God, what if you make like lingerie and clothes?
I was like, if I make lingerie, that means Rihanna is gonna be like a competitor. Yeah, like that's scary, but in a really good way.
A black-owned business. Yeah. And then it's like this whole time you're working for yourself, and then you save your own capital to open your own business, and then you hire people.
Bitch,
and
guess what? I'm thinking. Oh, super random. Like I was listening to How I Built This, and like it was like one of the more recent ones, and he was saying that Kylie Jenner only has 7 employees for her company. Jesus. And like everything's made in a factory. Oh yeah. Like her PR team is just her phone and Instagram. Right. And then she uses Shopify because the episode was on Shopify. And so I'm still listening to that one right now. And like that story is the man that created Shopify, I'm gonna have to like plug his name somewhere. He got his friends and family to give him $200K to start his business.
Damn, well, privilege.
$200K.
It's like I don't got it. So I can't help you.
I can't help you with your dream. Like unless you're selling a shirt that's like for $30 or something, I got you. Like,
yeah, maybe in the future.
That's my look at God. I wish I could sew today, but I ordered the piece and it's coming. It should be here by Wednesday, they said. So on Amazon. So we'll see. Yeah. I'll show y'all.
And I bought sage for the first time, so I'm gonna sage my apartment and see how that works.
My friend Kirsten got me some. On the weekends, I'm like, let me reset my energy.
They're like, open your windows, open the doors, put on some good music and sage. And I was like, okay. The one guy, when I bought it, he was like, oh, you got bad spirits? I said, I got no spirits. And I was like, I don't got nothing. And I was like, I just want to make sure to clear out any negative energy, any bad energy. You don't know who been in here. Yeah. And it's like energy stays. So even if someone brings a negative energy and leaves, their energy stays. And I want to get rid of any possible negative energy that's ever been in here. So I'm so excited to use it. I'll probably do it tonight, but I'm going to do it in the mornings. But yeah. Just so you guys know, you can find us on Apple Podcasts. Just search Young and Gettin Podcast. There's no G at the end of Gettin. Please subscribe, rate, and review. We're also on SoundCloud.com/WeAreYAGI. My dog is barking in his sleep. SoundCloud.com/WeAreYAGIP. Please follow us on there and comment on there. We're also on YouTube. Just search Young and Gettin Podcast with no G at the end of Gettin. Please subscribe and comment on there. We're also on Spotify. Just search Young and Gettin Podcast. We're also on GooglePlay. We're also on Stitcher. We're also on Pocket Casts. We're also on all podcasting platforms. Shout out to Erin from Vital Information. It's a girl. We're happy for you. I told her this is going to be a gorgeous baby. I can't wait for her. I love it when women get girls. Like, I just feel good for them.
Like, your first child's a girl. Wonderful.
Yeah. It's like, oh.
Like, that's fulfilling. Like, because I feel like every woman, even though they say they may not want one, you want one.
You want one.
You want a girl.
Yeah.
And if you get it first, after that, you like, fuck it. What kids we having next?
We
like,
have all boys after that.
Got it.
I got one girl. And I know girls are headaches, too. So it's like, all I need is one. But more than one is okay.
Exactly.
You know, so we're happy for you. Yay.
Yeah. I got sent her a gift too. I was like, what's your registry? And like, I sent her like a few gifts. Like, cause I got to, cause I'm not getting pregnant right now. So
not anytime soon.
I'm excited for whoever's pregnant.
I know, right? One of my friends, two of my friends are one's about to deliver in like 2 weeks and the other one delivers in January. So it's like, there's just about to be a whole bunch more babies in the group. Everyone's having families and shit. And I'm like, hey, I'm just going to hold your kid and I'm going to go home. I'm gonna take my ass home.
Home to my silence.
Home to my fucking dog, which is more than enough.
When you said why earlier, you remind me of that Kevin on stage when he was reacting to somebody saying Taylor Swift kind of looked mixed. And he was like, white people. The white man. Yeah. The way he said it.
Oh my God, that shit is so funny.
And you guys can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at YAGI_podcast. Or you could go to our Facebook, which is facebook.com/YAGIPOD. And we have our website, which is www.weareyagip.com. And to connect with us and say a little something, you can hit us up in our email, which is Ashleyandninapod@gmail.com. Or you could text us, or maybe even like call us on our Google Voice number, which is 323-486-3811. Thanks, guys.
Peace.